Good afternoon. Tuesday afternoon, day after my birthday. I went on an epic huge ride. I was selfish and I didn't film anything. I was just enjoying it. It was an awesome fun ride. Out to Balnarring from my house in Frankston, across to Mornington. I put up a loop that I was going to do, ended up changing, got a real bad puncher. So in Balnarring. So I had to go over to Mornington, go to the bike shop, get a few more spares because that went pear-shaped. Then I decided to go see my wife in Mulgrave for lunch. Beautiful. Nice little lunch at a cafe. And then I rode up the Dandenongs. Realised when I got there it was getting pretty late and had to boot it home. Ended up doing just under 195 kilometres. Big day. Bit of fun. But this video is actually going to be about how I wash my bike. A lot of people will do it different. Everyone washes their bike different. There's a lot of people who go, oh, don't do it like this, don't do it like that. I do it how I want to do it. Degreaser, everyone's like, oh, make sure you use this brand, make sure you use this brand. Guarantee you, if you take your bike to a bike shop and they wash your bike, they'll use any old cheap degreaser that they can get from Autobarn. That's how it is. They may stock the glitz and the glam. Some may do it. Some may use the expensive stuff that you see on the shelf that they want you to buy. But others will go to Autobarn and buy your $2 bottle of your can of degreaser. And that's me as well. I don't care. I personally think they all do a good job. And I'm going to be renewing my chain and cassette when I should be anyway. So it doesn't bother me. But watch if you want to. This is how I do it. Hi! Whose bike is this?
Bikes.
Is it clean or is it dirty? Look.
Dirty.
Very dirty, isn't it? Yeah. Look. So as little Remy's just pointed out, this is the dirtiest my bike has ever been. I went everywhere yesterday. I went down out the back of Patterson Lakes. There's heaps of dirt, track, trails. I don't normally do the dirt. But there was mud everywhere. One point I nearly couldn't, my wheel was just spinning. I'm nearly not moving and nearly fell off, but managed to get through. But check it out. It makes me want to cry. Tyres in the mail on their way, but they're taking their time to get here. So these ones, this back one is so worn, it's almost flat. I'll get a close up. This is where I got the puncture. I put it right near the valve so I knew where it was. I'll show you the cut. There was a massive puncture. So as you can see, I put it right where the valve is, right above it. So I knew where it was. Right there. A big gash. I put one of the tube patches actually on the inside of my tyre. So when I inflated the tube again, it wouldn't push through the hole from the other side. A lot of people don't know why they get punctures again, but if you get a decent enough gash in your tyre that goes through and you pump up the tube, it'll go through the tyre and the tyre will pinch it and cause another flat. So that's, yeah, you probably knew that, but whatever. Anyway, this is how I clean it. Check it out. Okay, to really clean your bike well, the number one thing you need, tunes. Have to have tunes. If you don't enjoy washing your bike, you're never going to do a good job. So the first thing I like to do is give it all a bit of a soak. I don't use high pressure anything. I just grab a hose, not even an end on it, just this puppy, and just rinse it. So all the mud and all the bigger yucky shit comes off. Alright, so just a bit of a rinse, get all the bigger shit off, and then we move on.
I was drunk, I was gone. That don't make it right, but promise there are no feelings involved.
So my next step was I just ran inside, grabbed the big ass bucket that's full of hot water, like hot. I love doing it with hot water. And then what I do is I grab some of your, just your car wash, does the same job. Yeah, the marketing will say don't buy car products, but hey, it's because they're trying to sell bike stuff. I got it because it's cheaper. And that's better for me. This is the stuff that I use, the degreaser. Also car related, it's cheap. At first I was freaking out because it foams up when you put it on, but it did an awesome job. Awesome job. And then I just got the stuff like, I got a few of these from Bunnings. Like these little brushes are really, really good. They get into your cassette, in your chain. You can get them from Bunnings. They're really, 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 really soft steel brushes, like really good for getting all the shit out of all the shit spots. And then I just got like your sponge, which is pretty much the next thing I do. I degrease first. Microfiber towel, which is Nelly Cactus. A brush for the cassette as well, when it's really dirty, like now. And that's pretty much it. Degreaser. In all the parts that need to be degreased.
She said, boy, tell me honestly, was it 3 rows just for show? Yeah.
The degreaser's on. I let that do its job for 10-15 seconds or so. And then I'll spray it off, wash it off the hose again. So I'm not spraying water hard into parts, but I'm just washing it off.
She said, save you all apologies. Baby, I just gotta know, how long has this been going on?
So I didn't really give you a close-up before of how muddy this was. Just by leaving that on there for 10-15 seconds, it's already pretty much cleaned it off.
You would have got to travel around to a lot of new cities, I imagine, in the last getting a bit more used to being in the middle of everything.
In my eyes, that does a pretty good job. Now what I like to do, I'll add my wash into my bucket. I'll get my sponge. I'll go over the whole bike. Sometimes I do the degreaser twice. Pretty anal about cleaning my bike.
You've been creeping around on me. Why you calling me, baby? How long has this been?
So now I'm just mixing the soap in the water, and I'm gonna go over the whole bike, everything. Sometimes I take my wheels out, depends how keen I am. Nah, I can't be bothered. But I'm just doing a quick video. Normally I'd take the wheels out and get in the forks and all around the back, but this one's just a quick one because I may be riding in about an hour. So I'm just punching a quick clean out so she looks good for the ride.
Going on, you've been acting so shady. I've been feeling it lately, baby. I'll admit it's my fault, but you gotta believe me.
Just went all over it, literally everywhere. Gave it one more quick degrease. I clean my bike like once a week. Sometimes if I haven't ridden it. Degreaser works a treat. It's seriously awesome stuff. It's literally just a cheapie. So that's pretty good to me. Pretty much got everywhere. On the weekends, being a Tuesday, I do the big clean. Friday night, if I'm being a dad and not doing anything, when the kids are in bed, I'll clean the bike for the Saturday morning ride. The weekends is generally when I'll take the wheels out. So when I take the wheels out, I literally clean all around it, inside the forks, behind all the stays at the back, as much as I can. So these are these little brushes. They're little brushes I got them from Bunnings. So they're little like pipe cleaning brushes or tool cleaning brushes. But they're really, really soft and really, really good for this kind of stuff. So I dunk them in, put them in the soap. And then I like to get them and go through each little cog and get all the little shit that may have built up in there out. And they're awesome. They're great for it. You can see they've got these tiny little brushes on them. There we go. And they get all, you can see if it focuses, there's a little hair on them now, but it gets literally everything out. So you can get them for Bunnings. Don't know what section, but they're good for getting right in there and getting all the crap out. But that degreaser has actually done a pretty good job. I'm not going to get too fussy tonight. It was more just because I keep my bike in the house, in the lounge room. And the missus was like, what is that muddy piece of shit doing inside? So now she's got no excuse. Hang on. Who's got the excuse? Me? Whatever. Anyway, stays inside. So once I've done all my degreasing and all the soap and got all the mud off and all the debris and all the grease is free, all the oil, grease, everything's off the chain, cassette, jockey wheels, I get the brush, give that a scrub normally as well, just toothbrush even, just to get, all the grime builds up on them a lot. So just get rid of that. And then I just simply grab the hose again and give it a quick once over so that all the excess shit that I've cleaned is actually off the bike. A bit like this.
When I say it only happened once, I tried, but you'll never see that. You're the only one I wanna love.
I also go to the extremes of saddlebag, dirty, mud. I get a cloth and just give that a quick clean as well. Also, the rear light, my rear light copped it. So I'll give my rear light a bit of a wipe down. You don't have to see that. You know how to wipe something down. And that's pretty much it, eh? Normally I let the bike dry. If I'm really just want to get it done before a ride, like tonight, I'll grab a dry cloth and go over the whole bike, dry it, and then give the, I've got a blower. Sometimes I blow out like an air blower, battery blower. I'll blow out, which I'm going to do now, all the water from around the cassette and everything, just to speed up the process of drying to then re-lube the chain. So, bike's clean. Little fella had to go at his while I was doing mine. Awesome. But bike's pretty much clean. So now, I've got this thing just hooked up. So this is just like, I don't even know what you call it, but I got it from Bunnings. And they just hook onto things. They're really strong. I just put the seat in it so I can just oil it up. So what I'm going to do is I'll dry the chain off just with rag. That blower that I just used got pretty much all the water out of everywhere. Now I just go around it with the rag and get all the excess water off. Then I'll go through, oil it, and once you oil your chain, get it all in there, keep spinning it around, change your gears through, get it nice and lubed up. Then I hold the rag on it again and get rid of all the excess oil that's actually on there. You don't need the excess, because when you get excess oil, it sprays all over your frame. It's not necessary. You don't need a lot of oil, just enough. I've wiped it all down. I just gave a quick wipe then. So all the chain, everything's looking schmeck. All dry. All nice and clean in here. Cassette's looking good. So now, all dry. All the excess shit's gone. So now, what I do is I lube it up. As I lube it up, and just let the lube do its job, drop into the chain by itself.
She says, save you all apologies. Baby, I just gotta know how long.
So what I just did then, I just chucked on the oil, the oil onto my chain, all through it, right through the cassette, up and down, small, big ring, and then yeah, made sure all the oil was all the way through it. And now what I'll do is I'll get a dry cloth and I'll do the same. I won't change through the cassette, but I'll just go through and wipe all the excess oil off the chain. Excess oil just picks up more shit. You only need the oil in the bits where you need it. So this is as simple as literally just grabbing your cloth, popping it around the chain like so, and then just turning your pedals. Only a couple rotations, just get the excess off.
Moving, gripping round on me. Why you calling me, baby? How long has this been going on?
And that's basically it. So now we got a clean bike. Getting up close, there's still little bits and pieces that I'm not happy with. Bit of dirt here and there. But as I said, the good ones are on the weekend. That was just a quick one. The longer ones I probably won't do a video, but it's just take the wheels off, give them a better clean, get on the inside of the forks, in and around the stays, under the brakes, in all the spots that you normally wouldn't get to in the brake pads. The brake pads can sometimes pick up little things on the road. Braking with things in your pads on carbon wheels, yeah, it's expensive and it sucks. And you can probably kill yourself. So, definitely worth doing. Other than that, hey, that's my bike wash. Look, see? Little things like this. Little prick. Little bit of mud on the seat. Anyway, I'll get that later. But that's pretty much it for bike washing. How I do it anyway. I use a cheap degreaser. I use a cheap wash. It's generally for cars. It does the job. And then you just buy quality oil. Buy whatever oil you want to buy. Like, I just get like a dry oil. There's so many different oils and everyone's got the best oil, apparently. I just get what's going on at the time. At the moment, I'm using a Morgan Blue oil. And that's doing the job. So yeah, if you've got any questions, anything else you want to ask about my bike washing or something I've missed or some tip you can give me, hit me up, let me know, or ask a question. I will catch you guys very soon because I got to get kitted up and go do the Hour of Power down in Frankston. Next video, not too far away. Thanks again for watching. Please do subscribe. Catch up.
It rains, it pours, yeah.